The NBA is a league built on greatness. For every unforgettable championship, every record-breaking performance, and every legendary player, there's a story about how it all could have been different. Imagine if a single draft pick went another way, an injury never happened, or a blockbuster trade wasn't vetoed. These aren't just hypotheticals. They're turning points that could have rewritten history. Today, we're diving into the NBA's biggest what-ifs, moments that left fans wondering about what might have been. From superstars derailed by injuries to game-changing decisions that shaped dynasties, these are the stories that haunt the history of basketball. Buckle up, because this is going to blow your mind. Let's start with one of the most heartbreaking what-ifs in NBA history, Derrick Rose. In 2011, Rose became the youngest MVP in league history at just 22 years old. The Chicago Bulls had the best record in the NBA, and it seemed like a dynasty was on the horizon. But in Game 1 of the playoffs, everything changed. Rose tore his ACL, and while he made multiple comebacks, he was never the same explosive player. Imagine if Rose stayed healthy. Could the Bulls have challenged LeBron's Miami Heat for dominance? Could Chicago have won multiple championships? We'll never know. Next up, we have a league-altering decision made by the league itself. In 2011, the New Orleans Hornets agreed to trade Chris Paul to the Los Angeles Lakers. Pairing CP3 with Kobe Bryant would have created a super team capable of dominating the NBA. But Commissioner David Stern, acting as the de facto owner of the Hornets, vetoed the trade, citing basketball reasons. The backlash was immediate. What if the trade had gone through? Could Kobe and CP3 have added more rings to the Lakers' legacy? And would the league have shifted into super team dominance even earlier? Here's a classic, the 1984 NBA Draft. The Portland Trail Blazers held the second overall pick and selected Sam Bowie, a promising big man out of Kentucky. Sounds reasonable, right? Except for one thing, they passed on Michael Jordan. What if Portland had drafted MJ? With Clyde Drexler already on the team, the Blazers could have formed one of the most lethal backcourts in history. Would Jordan have still become the GOAT? Or would his legacy have looked different without the Chicago Bulls dynasty? In 2016, Kevin Durant made one of the most controversial decisions in NBA history, leaving the Oklahoma City Thunder to join the Golden State Warriors. But what if he had stayed in OKC? With KD, Westbrook, and Harden, the Thunder had a young core that could have dominated the league for years. Could they have eventually toppled the Warriors and Cavaliers? Or would internal conflicts have torn them apart anyway? The what-if looms large. Finally, we look at one of the saddest what-ifs in basketball history. Len Bias, drafted second overall by the Boston Celtics in 1986. Bias was considered one of the most talented prospects ever. But just 2 days after being drafted, Bias tragically passed away from a drug overdose. Imagine Bias joining a Celtics team already stacked with Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, and Robert Parrish. Could Boston have extended their dynasty into the 90s? It's a tragedy that we'll always wonder about. Let's not forget one of the most debated what-ifs of modern basketball. LeBron James's early career decisions. In 2010, LeBron made the decision to leave Cleveland and join the Miami Heat, forming a super team with Dwyane Wade and Chris Bosh. But what if he had chosen differently? There were whispers of LeBron teaming up with Derrick Rose in Chicago, or even staying loyal to Cleveland. Would the Cavaliers have found a way to build a championship team around him sooner? And how would his legacy have been shaped if he had stayed put? His eventual return to Cleveland brought a title, but the what-if of those lost years lingers. These are just a few of the NBA's biggest what-ifs. Moments that remind us how fragile greatness can be and how one decision or event can change everything. What's your favorite NBA what-if? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more basketball content.